Faites le jeu, madame, messieurs. Faites le jeu.
Monsieur, rien ne va plus. 32 rue Péripasse. Rien au numéro.
Merci, madame.
Ça paye.
Evening, Morris.
Hello, Arthur.
I thought you promised Maureen.
I have.
Oh, I can't keep away, eh? I know the feeling. Heard indoors made me promise to give up to Gigi's once. I spent all my time in the betting shops.
Without having a flutter?
Oh, leave off, Morris. What was it Karl Marx said? If you can resist anything except temptation.
Faites le jeu, madame, messieurs. Faites le jeu.
25.
Pardon?
20 bloody 5. You're supposed to be a maths teacher, aren't you?
What?
Monsieur, rien ne va
Good girl.
Friend of yours, Morris?
One of my students.
You're not gambling by proxy, are you?
I am not a gambler, Arthur. You know that. I'm like any businessman who has done his homework. I never make a move unless the odds are in my favour.
So why are you skint?
With a wife like mine and 2 kids at Millfield, anybody'd be skinned.
The word is that you done a packet at Crockford's. That's why Maureen blew the whistle on you.
I told her you've got to speculate
To accumulate.
Right. It was development money.
18 billets, dernier pays.
Merci, monsieur.
Got to take a break, Mr. Michaels.
All right, Mr. Horner. I'll keep your seat warm for you.
Monsieur, faites vos jeux.
Another of your students, Morris?
Yeah.
What is this? An adult education course?
Teamwork, Arthur. It's the only way to beat the house.
Monsieur, rien ne va plus.
Something wrong, George? Tried to smash up the washroom, Mr. Parsons. Do you want to press charges?
No. Just show him the way out.
Go on.
Set up.
Not many.
40 rue Péripasse. Plein.
They all members of your night class, Morris?
Yeah.
They don't look like punters.
That's the point.
4,800. There we are, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Luck had nothing to do with it, eh?
Nothing. And there's a lot more where this came from. If we're allowed to finish what we started.
Well, it can't chuck you all out.
They don't have to. If they nobble just one of us, the whole coupon is null and void.
Hey, your pupils, they using their own money? So you can't lose. What's your share of the profits?
50%.
50% of nigh on £5 on one night. That's a result worth protecting, Morris.
It's 4 o'clock. Where the hell have you been?
There was a shocking accident down the Beaumont.
Morris, you promised. No more poker, shemmy, blackjack, kaluki, roulette. In a word, no more gambling.
I did not gamble. On my mother's life, I did not have a single punt.
Oh, you went to the Beaumont not to gamble.
I was giving lessons.
Lessons.
Teaching some beginners how to bet.
For that, they need a teacher.
Sure, you got to have a system, otherwise you're dead.
These punters, how did they hear of you?
I advertised. I didn't tell you, Maureen, because I thought you might not go for it. You don't go for it.
How much you charging?
That depends.
On what?
How much they win.
Suppose they lose?
I guarantee results.
Like you guaranteed results at Crockford's?
That was a dry run. This is for real.
So you are still gambling?
With other people's money. Maureen, I have to make a living, haven't I?
Are you sure you haven't been out with some bird?
No. This is kosher. My word of honour. It's going to get me out from under.
Well, just as long as there's no one else I have to get out from under.
I've got to be honest with you, Terry. It could get dodgy. I mean, they can't actually throw us out, or we could complain to the gaming board. But they've started getting a bit naughty.
Yeah, but I don't get it. Look, roulette is a game of chance, right? And the house always has the edge. So what have they got to be scared of?
Well, they're scared of me. They know I never go into anything unless I have the edge.
Yeah.
Oh, cheers.
You mean it's a sure thing?
Bloody hell. Look, a team of 6 can cut down the chances of big losses to an absolute minimum. Every night, 1 or 2 of them will hit a winning run that can turn a small punt into a very big payout.
Safety in numbers.
I've spent a lot of time and effort on this system, Arthur. Now I want a result.
How long do you want?
A week. I'm not greedy. I just want a fair return on my investment. And that manager, Parsons, he don't like losing. And already he's seen enough to know he's on a hiding to nothing.
Try another club.
No, it's too late. The word will have gone round by now. They refuse us membership besides.
Besides what?
I owe him one. First he bars me from his poker tables. Now he's putting the frighteners on me punters.
And they're getting a bit nervous, you mean?
Well, they'd feel better if they had some protection.
Right. You need some evening schmutter, Terence. I might be able to help you there.
Oh, I've got that blue suit of mine, that's all right, isn't it?
You can't wear that whole thing. No, you want a proper DJ, bow tie, you know. Look, I've got a consignment of DJs here, just in from Czechoslovakia. Get your jacket off. I'll rent you this one cheap.
You'll rent it to me?
Well, with an option to buy, of course. Here, I'll try that on for size.
Hold on.
Here, get a mirror, would you, Morris?
Yeah.
Ta.
What about Penny? No doubt you've got a concession of evening gowns from Romania.
Funny you should say that. I know where I can lay my hands on a lovely little creation. One of next year's Paris collections.
Next year?
Yeah, fella knows a fella. Been working there for months making copies. Look at that, Terry. That could have been made for you.
Ace.
Seems a bit tight. Yeah? No, it's the way you're standing. Stand up straight. That's it, lovely. There you are. Nice shirt to go with that. What do you want, flat or frilly?
Flat.
Flat, yeah. Pair of pumps.
What
Nice
pair of-
tie.
Bow tie?
Bow tie, yeah. Nice bow tie. Yeah. Lovely, right. Hang on. I'll go and get one.
Yeah, all right.
Very tasty, Tim.
What bad is it?
Fancying myself.
Yeah.
13, non, impérieusement. Rien, numéro. 12 milliers dernier pays.
Who are all these people?
Merci, madame.
Housewife, accountant, building contractor, catering manageress, retired major,
Pays noir.
maths teacher.
They're all gamblers, eh?
No, none of them have ever played before. I didn't want spielers. They're liable to go off the rails and do their own thing.
You expect them all to win?
No, of course not. But with my system, the ones who win far more than the others lose. You'll see.
Monsieur, faites vos jeux.
All right, love.
Faites vos jeux, madame, monsieur. Faites vos jeux.
How are you doing?
C'est la carte première.
I don't understand it. This geezer and me, we've hardly had a win all evening.
I should stick to the major if I were you. He's cleaning up.
Monsieur, rien ne
It
va.
don't make no difference. Whoever I stick with, they all seem to hit a losing streak.
Yes, Arthur, that's what I keep telling Terry.
19, rouge, impair passe, rien à numéro.
Coffee, madame. So sorry, madame. Bloody delivery.
Hold on, relax, calm down. Accidents happen, right? You okay, love?
I'm all right. I'm back in a moment.
Go and look after her, please.
Voilà, monsieur.
Pardon moi, madame.
Sorry, love. She's coming back. She'll only be a minute.
Voilà, monsieur. Merci.
Passe s'appelle impérieusement.
Call themselves gentlemen. I've been standing for hours, and not one of them have let me have a seat. Well, I mean, I'm not really into
Trouble.
women's lip,
A couple of Parsons birds, probably.
but you'd think some of these blokes would learn some manners.
How's the injury, Mr. Orner?
Bit painful, Mr. Michelson. Must be all the damp weather we've been having.
Faites vos jeux, madame, monsieur. Faites vos jeux. Faites vos jeux, madame, monsieur. Faites vos jeux.
Monsieur, rien ne va plus. Ça rentre, plein. Un pays passe.
Mr. Magazine, would you mind taking over from me just for a moment?
Yes, all right, mate. Quick as you can, eh? Excuse me, Sancho.
Another 3 nights, you reckon, Morris, eh?
That's all we need, and we'll murder them.
Don't you worry, they'll be quite safe. Terry?
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Ah, no sweat, Morris. By the end of the week, they'll be buying you a complete new motor.
Hold on, no. Hang loose a bit, keep calm.
Yeah, look after him, will you? You and Arthur. Tell I'll get a cab.
You'll keep cool,
Take
eh?
all your cars up and we'll go back in coffee.
Morris, your lovely car. My Mini's just outside. Can I drop you?
Hello?
Tell.
Oh, hello.
Maureen's been snatched.
You sure?
Of course I'm sure. All her clothes are still here. And her jewellery. I mean, can you imagine Maureen taking off in the middle of the night without her sparklers?
And you reckon it's Parsons?
It's gotta be. I'll get her back as long as I promise never to darken his doors again.
Well, that's a job for the old Bill, isn't it?
No, look, well, hold up, Tell. I mean, I'd rather keep it in the family. See what you can do, eh?
Me?
Well, if the old Bill gets a bit busy, there'll be no more pay nights at the tables. The publicity could finish us.
Oh, yeah. And what's a wife compared with a wheel and a little white ball, eh? Ta-da.
Take his word? Why should we take his word?
Because if it was him who snatched Maureen, he wouldn't have changed his story, would he? He'd want to keep the pressure on, right? So why wouldn't he tell us he was holding her?
Maybe because you was holding him and he was a bit short of breath at the time.
All he had to do was give me a false address and he was off the hook. No, I believe he's telling the truth.
All right. So where is she?
I'm sorry, old son, but that's your problem, innit? I've got to be getting back.
Yeah, hang on a minute, Terry. I've got to find her and you've got to help me.
Well, why not report her missing?
Well, she's not missing, is she? Yet? Well, I mean, not for certain. I reckon you and me, we could ask around a bit first, couldn't we?
Hold on. What about that flat full of punters you've given me?
Well, Arthur can look after them. Oh, look, that bird of yours, do you think... What's her name?
Penny.
Yeah, Penny. I mean, do you think she'd come round here and sit by her phone?
As it happens, I think she'd do anything to get out of there at the moment. But you've got to ask her. I'm not exactly flavour of the month at the moment.
Any chance you might see her tonight? Yesterday.
She buy anything? So she's not allowed to come back. Thanks very much. What?
She paid cash by any chance,
Would it be possible for us to have a drink when we finish work?
Oh, yeah. I remember her. She was in here yesterday round tea time. Told the manager the scones were stale. Gave her a right rollicking.
Was anyone with her?
Yeah, another lady.
What's she look like?
Big, lousy, bit past it, if you know what I mean. Dripping with furs and jewels.
Sadie.
You know who it is?
Yeah. She's an old bat that Mo plays bridge with. She caught her husband in bed with the au pair, took him for the national debt. Now she carries on a one-woman crusade on behalf of the downtrodden wives of Hendon.
Downtrodden? Look, no offence, Morris, but Maureen's about as downtrodden as Margaret Thatcher.
Well, we've got to find out, haven't we?
What?
If Sadie's been putting a boot in. We'd like a word with Mrs. Gilbert, please. Maurice Michelson.
I'll see if she's in.
Cheeky cow. Listen, are you sure you want me along?
You're supposed to be a minder, aren't you? This is where you start earning your wages.
This way, sir.
Sadie, long time no see. How you been? You're looking wonderful.
Cut the crap, Morris. The reason we don't meet is we can't stand the sight of each other. Who's little boy Blue?
This is Terry McCann. He's helping me look for Maureen.
Taken off again, has she? About time, too.
I was wondering if you knew where she was.
Me? Why should I?
Well, for a start, you spent yesterday afternoon with her down at Brent Cross.
We have been having a nosy, haven't we?
Did she say anything about going away?
What do you care?
Sadie, be nice. I'm her husband.
It's a bit late now, isn't it? If you wanted to keep her, you should have started acting like a husband years ago.
Oh, what's that supposed to mean?
You're a schmuck, Morris. You always have been, and you always will be. I've told Maureen.
What can I say? If there's anything I can ever do for you, don't ask me.
It's what you've ever done for her. You're a lazy, good-for-nothing scrounger who can't even be bothered to get a job.
I got a job. Just 'cause I don't work regular hours don't mean I haven't got a job.
Gambling's not a job. It's just an excuse for a night out with the boys and the girls.
Oi, hold on. Now, what are you on about?
Oh, it talks. I beg your pardon?
This geezer's just lost his missus, right? He don't need all these verbals. Now, do you know where she is or don't you?
As it so happens, I don't. And even if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
That I can believe.
Look, if she's decided she's had enough, good luck to her. The best thing she can do is get a divorce.
What, and take him to the cleaners like you did your old man?
I think you'd better leave.
I think you're right. Come on, son. She obviously don't fancy fellas. You could break that.
Woman? What's she sound like?
If you'd sent that sort of message through the mail, you'd have to wrap it in a plain cover.
But she didn't seem to be in any trouble.
Trouble? If she could have reached through the phone, I'd be the one in trouble.
It's got to be Mo.
Yeah, but why'd she walk out like that? Do you have a row or something?
Nothing important. She accused me of being out with a bird, but I told her it was strictly business.
She believe it?
Yeah. I mean, she wasn't too pleased when she heard what her business was, but... Well, I said I've got to make a living.
So the last time you saw her was when she left for Brent Cross, right?
Yeah.
Where she met Sadie, who probably told her you were no good for her.
Ah, she's heard all that crap before. That's no reason for her to suddenly go on the missing list. 12. She came back. She came back after I left for the club.
Hold on. Look, if you're thinking of leaving someone, you don't go shopping, bring the gear back and then leg it, do you?
Why not?
Pass.
Hold on.
What?
I've just remembered where I've seen that Sadie before.
Where?
In the club last night.
Sadie?
Yeah.
Well, she's no gambler. She's always telling Maureen it's a mugs game.
How about this? Maureen meets Sadie at Brent Cross, right? Maureen goes on about she thinks you're up to naughties. Sadie wants to play detective. So she goes down the club, sees you leave with the Welsh bit, phones up Maureen and tells her she's right.
This Sadie, big, brassy woman, mid-40s?
100.
She came into the ladies when Jackie and I were talking. She must have overheard what we were talking about.
Well, what were you talking about?
Morris. And how she fancied him.
Oh, my God.
That still doesn't explain why all her stuff is still here. I mean, where can a woman go without a change of clothes?
Nudist colony? No, sorry.
Close. The Grange.
The what?
The Grange. It's a health farm near Arkley. Maureen goes there when she's depressed.
Ah, there you go, then.
No. There you go, my son. You're going to have to bring her back to her. Listen, you can explain to her that there is absolutely nothing between me and that bird. I mean, maybe she'll listen to you. Yes, you tell.
No.
Manage that, can you, Terry? Just describe the relationship between you and me. She'll get the picture.
Penny. Listen, there's no need for you to throw a moody. Well, feel like a trip to Arkley? No, and I might even treat you to a sauna.
Sweet of you, Terry. But all I need is a bed. A single bed.
See what you've done, Morris? Started a bleeding epidemic.
Monsieur, rien ne va plus. 7 rouge, un peu et manque. Carré?
You shouldn't have sent Terry out of town, Morris. You really shouldn't have. I mean, who's going to look after this lot if there's any bother?
There won't be any bother. If they start anything, then no Terry will come looking for them.
That'll be a lot of use to us with our legs in plaster, won't it?
Arthur, relax. You're insured against minor injuries, aren't you?
You have got no priorities, Morris. That is your trouble. There's plenty of time to go looking for your wife when all this is over. No point in leaving your investment unprotected.
It is not unprotected. We've got you, haven't we?
Voilà, monsieur, merci.
Hold it, sunshine!
Anything wrong?
Not many. I've seen kids do it better than that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No. Get your coat off.
Don't be funny.
Mr. Parsons.
Yes, Mr. Michelson.
Our friend here. He's got 2 1,000 chips up his sleeve. He took them from the top of this lady's pile. I want him searched.
Now, look here.
Just a moment, sir. You realize, Mr. Michelson, that's a very serious accusation. And if it proves to be unfounded, this gentleman could sue you for slander.
I will.
I didn't ask for legal advice. I asked to have him searched.
Very well. Shall we do it in the office? Please continue, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on, Arthur, I need a witness.
You sure about this? I mean, wouldn't it be better just to forget it?
Forget it? 2 grand? Arthur, you're not well.
I won't be if I go in now.
Come on.
George, help the gentleman off with his coat, would you? Now, Mr. Michelson, you say this gentleman has chips up his sleeve. Which one?
The right one.
Roll up your sleeve, sir, please. That's enough. Take Mr. Michelson outside. I suggest the back door. Take him for a drive and convince him it would be in his best interests not to come back. Go.
You won't get away with this, Parsons. My life, you will not get away. Arthur, come with me.
What?
I'm going to get a thumping.
Yeah, well, I told you not to stick your neck out. Sorry about that, Mr. Parsons.
Cheers, Tom. Have a look in his pocket, will you? There should be 2 grand in chips. Oh. Right. Nice. Bloody amateurs trying to con a pro. $10.5 from the other 2 nights. That makes 27 grand. 13.5 is mine, and 13.5 split 6 ways is 2,250 each for you. Mr. McCann, if you would do the honours.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good night.
Thank you. I'm sure they'll all agree with me when I say that we've had the time of our lives.
Well, that's lovely. That is lovely. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Thank you very much.
You know, I still don't see why we can't go on.
Well, Major, as the Duke of Wellington said when they done their brains, put the boot in.
Maybe we'll get together again sometime.
Yes, yes, maybe.
Do you gentlemen need financial guidance? Just give me a bell.
Any hour of the day or night. Here we are, my dears. Arthur Daly, your 24-hour man.
Good night.
There we are, my dear.
Goodbye, Maurice. Pity we couldn't finish what we started.
For you, it's a pity. For me, it's muscle. Good night.
10% of 30.5 grand, 30.50, right?
Right. What's 50% of that?
Hold hard, young Terence.
I turned up in time to save you £2 grand. I also got...
I'm not saying you was wasting your time, but what you was doing was a favour to Morris, and I reckon he should foot the bill.
Fair enough. If and when she comes back, it's worth a ton.
There you are, there's another one. 200 quid for 2 days' work. You can't grumble, son, can you? Stick with me, I'll make you a millionaire.
I don't think I could afford it, Arthur.
Eh?
If I ever got my hands on $1 million, I'd still end up owing you 2.
Terry, almost forgot. That bird of yours. Left your note.
Oh, have a listen. Dear Terry, I've decided to take myself off the sick list. My doctor's been so busy he's been unable to give me his undivided attention. So I'm off to the north, where they take better care of their patients. Penny.
Well, what can I tell you?
Win some, you lose some.
Cheers, Dale.
Cheers.